What is going on? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix this ZSH illegal hardware instruction error that happens when you do try to import TensorFlow as TF. This is for a MacBook M1. I think it's about 2020, but this should work for all M1s. Might be a 2021, but this is for all M1 MacBooks, Mac Minis. I'm actually using a Mac Mini actually right now. I just set this up and tested it on my MacBook Pro, which is also an M1. So pretty much for all M1s, I was encountering this error for a very long time. There wasn't much data on how to fix it. Well, there was a lot of stuff, but it always led me to this error, ZSH illegal hardware instruction. So I want to fix that for you right here, right now. Let's go ahead and do that. The only thing I do ask is you tap that like button, because this is going to be the video that helps you finally fix this problem. I know it took me a long time to figure it out. So all I ask is you tap that like button and let's get into it. So the first thing we need to do is we need to pull up our terminal. Okay, so I have my terminal here. Let me go ahead and make this a little bigger. And now that we have the terminal open, can you see that? Maybe I'll make it even a little bigger. Okay, so now we have the terminal open. What we're gonna do is we actually need to download miniforge. And the link for that, I'll go ahead and post it below, but let's go ahead and just write it out. So, you know, if you don't want to get off this video, you can do that as well. But I'll go ahead and try to put this, I hope I remember. I'll eventually remember. I'll put this in the description below. And you'll have access to it. Miniforge 3.mac0x, and this is for the ARM 64, because you're encountering this problem most likely if you have the M1. So what we want to do is we want to just go ahead and download this. So let's copy it over, pull up this. I was working on algo earlier. Let's go ahead and pull that in. Okay, perfect. You can see I downloaded it. It's in my downloads folder. So now let's go back to our terminal. And from our terminal, we'll go ahead and say chmod plus x squiggly downloads miniforge 3-mac OS X, then ARM 64SH. So that should just get that, what we just downloaded. Okay, perfect. Then we want to go ahead and say SH squiggly downloads miniforge, forge Mac OS X ARM 64.sh. Okay, click enter. Looks like we have to click enter through a bunch of this stuff. I'm supposed to be reading this right now, but I promise I already read it. Yes. Enter. So it's just asking us where we want to install it, I believe. And then after this, another yes. Source. Miniforge 3. And then bin activate. So I just said source and then miniforge squiggly slash miniforge 3 slash bin slash activate. Okay. Now we need to install the dependency. So conda install -c apple TensorFlow and DPS. Conda install -c apple TensorFlow deps. Okay, so now that's gonna install, and then just tap the like button real quick because this is gonna save you so much more, save you so much time. And I really appreciate you watching this, but this will definitely solve your problem if you're running into the same problem I've been running into for a long time. Now we want to go ahead and make sure we don't have any. Make sure we don't have any prior versions installed, which we shouldn't. Uninstall TensorFlow Mac OS. Okay, and then you can do the same thing with that. So let's see if we can copy this over. Python. And then I'm gonna change this to metal, I believe. Yep, metal. Okay, skipping it. Now we want to go ahead and conda install -c apple TensorFlow. I feel like I did this twice, but let's just double check. Force reinstall. Okay. Run that. Put a bunch of yeses. Okay, perfect. And then we want to create a conda environment. So conda create name. Let's call it moon for moon dev. If you don't already know me, I help traders become algorithmic traders, or pretty much anybody, developers, build algorithms and bots to trade instead of doing it by hand. So Python, we're actually just not going to do the Python. I was having some errors when I said Python equals 3.8. So I'm just going to say conda create -- name and then give it a name. Go ahead and hit yes. And you can see it says it's activated, or it's not activated. So let's go ahead and conda activate. Conda activate moon. And then after we activate it, we've just got a couple more steps. So now it's activated. And now we just simply say Python -m pip. I take that back. We're going to conda install TensorFlow metal. TensorFlow, conda install TensorFlow metal. And then we're going to conda install Mac OS. And I actually should have done that the other way around, but we'll see if it works. No, it didn't. So conda install TensorFlow Mac OS. Let's do that one first. Oh, this is because we actually have to go back and we have to do those same steps as we did earlier, but inside of this. So I created an environment, and now we have to go do the same steps one more time. So let's go ahead and say conda install -c apple TensorFlow deps. Let's make sure we spelled that all right. And now we're installing it into here, into this virtual environment. Okay, and once we do that, what else do we need to install? Let's do conda install -c Apple TensorFlow depths and then force reinstall just in case. And then let's try conda install TensorFlow Mac OS. Let's go ahead and say pip install, which won't work in my opinion. I just did this on the other computer. This is super funny. Okay, we just needed to use pip. My bad. My bad. Still smash that like button because this is gonna save a lot of time, even though I just wasted a little bit of time. Just had to use pip install instead of conda install. My bad. Okay, now we just need to say pip install TensorFlow metal. Pip install TensorFlow metal. Okay, so that's now installed, and that should be it. But I want to be just safe here and say pip install numpy, pip install pandas, and matplotlib. So let's get all three of those installed. And then let's also pip install pip install u scikit learn. Okay, great. So this should work now. Please do tap that like button. It signals to me that, hey, this worked for you. I know I struggled with this for a long time. So how can we test this? Well, let's go ahead and save this. Well, don't need that. You can see that if you want. I'm gonna try to put this in the video down below. Let's go ahead and save, quit, and then let's run it back. Let's open it back up, and here it is. Okay, so now this should tell me how many GPUs we have. I've got to go to that environment, so YouTube vids, and then Moon, right? And all right, so if this works now, we're not going to see the illegal. We started with the ZSH illegal installation, and now it should show us the GPUs. If it doesn't, it should. It will. Let's see it. Let's prove it. I earn a like if this works. Is it running? I don't know if it's running. Let's see, pip install print GPUs. All right. That's right. It took a minute last time I ran it. I shouldn't have ended it there. But yeah, there it is. GPUs equals 1. So it works. And now your problem is solved. So go ahead and tap that like button. Like I said, I build a bunch of YouTube videos about me actually building trading bots and trading algorithms. I just do it live, and I put all that content up there on my YouTube for free because I know how hard it was to learn about algo trading, and there's no information on the internet. So I went ahead and did that for you on the YouTube channel. So go ahead and tap the like button. Subscribe if you do feel inclined. And if you want to learn about algo trading and get all my code, there is a link for my algo trade camp below. I appreciate your time today. I really hope this helped you out. If it did help you out, go ahead and tap the like button, share it with a friend, because I know this is a haunting error that happened to way too many people. So other than that, I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.